Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie. I am the Introverted Reader and I'm leaning on a big old stack of books. Why? Not because this isn't a book haul, but you probably saw from the title, I'm just going to sit here and talk to you about a whole bunch of books that I do not see everybody talking about on TikTok. Now, I haven't been on TikTok for that long, but I'm seeing the same recycled, I'm seeing the same books being recommended over and over and over again. And I'm sick and tired of it, children. I'm sick and tired of it. So what we're going to do, I'm going to hydrate. And we're going to talk about some books. Now, I know that I tweeted earlier this afternoon that there wasn't going to be a video today. And I genuinely thought that there wasn't going to be. But I got my hair cut. You can probably already tell. I got my hair cut. It's short now. My neck can breathe. But and I genuinely thought, oh, I'm not going to be able to have a video up today because we had my niece over and then we went out to lunch and then the day was running away from me, but I'm here. So if you saw that tweet, I'm sorry. I genuinely thought I wasn't going to be able to upload today. There's a lot of things that I can't do today, but I'm able to squeeze this in just real quick. So I have... Sorry, it's just my cat is prowling about, just making sure she's not up to mischief. So I've got a big bunch of books here that I think the TikTok needs to talk more about because I'm sick and tired of seeing Colleen Hoover everywhere, honestly. So I'm just going to start from the top and work my way down. So first and foremost, this is Gay Club by Simon James Green. Lovely, lovely book. Simon James Green is one of my favorite authors of all time. I have loads of his books up on the top shelf there, but this is his most recent one. He's going to be coming out with a new book very soon. I believe it's called Boy Like Me. It's set during the whole Section 28 BS that happened way back when. So this is called Gay Club. I don't see anybody talking about Simon James Green in general because he writes... His books are so funny, so wholesome, so sweet. And yeah, he's an amazing writer and his books are absolutely hilarious and wonderful and you need to read them all. There's this one, Noah Can't Even, Noah Could Never, Alice in Wonderland, Heartbreak Boys, You're the One That I Want, and this one. You need to read them all because Simon is a wonderful and amazing author and he needs more recognition, not just in this community but on TikTok as well because he's amazing and wonderful. Where am I going to put this? Where my cat won't sniff at it and want to destroy it. Anyway, moving on from the wholesome and sweet to the not so wholesome and sweet. Well, this has sweet moments. Anyway, Captive Prince by C.S. Pacat. This is a fantasy sort of smutty trilogy about these two rival kingdoms. And our main character is Damon, and he is a warrior in this kingdom where he gets framed by his half-brother and he gets taken as a captive to the neighboring kingdom to be sold as a sex slave. Like I said, not for the young'uns, okay? I've said this numerous times and I've recommended this book. What are you doing? Sorry. The door was already open, but she opened it wider because she needs to get her big ass through the door. Anyway, he gets sold as a sex slave basically to this neighboring kingdom to this other prince. And yeah, it goes from there. Like I said, do not be a wee young'un when you're reading this. This is for us adults. I cannot emphasize that enough. But like, I do not see anybody talking about this. Like, this is such a well-written trilogy. And like, once you're into it, you're into it. Like, be wary of trigger warnings, but it's so good. It's so good. And like, oh, these pages are going yellow. Did you see that? I don't know if you can see that. I've had these books a while, but they're going yellow. But like, I really want to reread this series at some point. And just like annotate. Like, people are so surprised when I tell them that I've read this. Like, my cousin really likes that trilogy. And whenever she found out that I read it, she was like, "You have?" I was like, "Yes, I have. Years ago." Anyway, I know that everybody loves TJ Klune, but no one talks about this series, the Lightning Struck Heart series. This is the first book. This was the series that got me into TJ Klune's writing. This is his self-published works. This is a adult fantasy story. Well, new adult, because our main character is in his early 20s. But it's a new adult fantasy series about this young wizard apprentice, and it's super, super gay. And it's super, super magical and hilarious and wholesome. There's a whole like the our main character does have his parents, like his parents are still with him, but there's also like a fine family aspect of the story as well. And I have not laughed so hard at a story in so long. Like, this had my sides splitting, my dude. I would like, if a book can make me laugh, it's an automatic favorite. But like, if you have not read this, you need to. And like, Ollie is on TikTok, need to get into it. Okay, this is the gay fantasy that we need. Like, I love recommending all the queer books. Like, every single book I've mentioned thus far are queer books, and I do not see enough queer books being represented or being recommended on that stupid clock app, so it has to stop. Another queer book that everybody needs to read and love is Radio Silence by Alice Oseman. Like, I know we all love Heartstopper. We all love Heartstopper. I love Heartstopper. I'm obsessed. But you need to read this. Like, oh my goodness. This is the most beautiful like story about the most beautiful friendship I've ever read in my life. And Alid, the boy in this, because it's our main girl Frances, and she is obsessed with this sort of YouTube it's hard to describe. It's sort of like an audio experience type of thing on YouTube, and it's called Radio Silence, and the creator of it is like anonymous. Nobody knows who he is, and she does fan art for it, and you know, the creator gets in touch with her, and he's all like, "Here, I've seen your work on Tumblr and that. I was just wondering if you'd like to do some art for the next season or for our next episode," and it like goes from there. And she and like, it's about friendship, it's about like love for fandom stuff, and you know, and it's about like our girl Frances, and that like she's like a study. She is obsessed with getting the best grades and being head girl and doing well in school, and she learns that there's so much more to life than just that. Like, yes, you can achieve that if you want to achieve that, but like, don't make that like your all. Don't build your whole entire personality around that. Like, let others see you for you, not just your grades. And Alid is in this, and Alid is also a character that's in Heartstopper. He's one of Charlie's friends. He's not in the TV show, but if you want to know more about Alid, you need to read this, and then you'll understand. Because he is a sweet, sweet boy that must be protected at all costs. And again, another queer book that I'm literally recommending all the queer books right now. Like, there's not enough queer representation book-wise on TikTok, if I'm being honest. Like, I'm seeing a lot of like what you like. And I know there's a lot of like queer creators on TikTok. Like, I follow them, but like, I don't see enough queer books. I really don't. Another one, Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Nyan. Did you all forget that this book exists? Did you all forget? Because I certainly haven't. Like, this is romantic, it's fantastical, it's sapphic. Like, give more love to the sapphic books, please. Anyway, so this is a story set in this world where everybody is organized into castes. There's paper, iron, moon, paper, and iron. It's been a while since I've read this. Hold on. I believe it's paper, right? So paper, fully human. Steel, humans endowed with partial animal demon qualities, and the moon, fully demon. So paper, steel, and moon. So paper, human, steel, half human, half demon, moon, full demon. So so the paper cast obviously is like lowest of the low. No one cares about the humans at all. They're lower than dirt. But our main girl gets chosen to be one of the emperor's concubines, because he only usually picks 8 girls. Yeah, he only picks 8 girls to go and be in the palace. But then he hears about her and how beautiful she is, and like her beautiful golden eyes, and he, you know, brings her in. And there's a lot of trigger warnings to go with this. Natasha Nyan has put A trigger warning at the beginning. Please be aware that this book contains scenes of violence and sexual assault. And there's an author's note at the beginning of this, where she explains, you know, like why she wrote the book the way it is and how important it is to tell stories. And she's also left like resources as well, like right here, of like different places that people can go to if you are in any danger or if you fear someone else is. But yeah, this is one of those beautiful sapphic fantasy stories, trilogies in general, that I have read in such a long time. Like, again, read all of the queer books, okay? Like, see all of these, all these queer books, they need more love on TikTok. They do. And it sickens me that more people aren't talking about them. Anyway, I have a couple, oh wait, here, hold on. I have one more queer book. Malice by Heather Walter. Again, it's sapphic. It is the story of Sleeping Beauty, but told from the perspective of the villain. And did I mention that it's sapphic? See, as soon as I heard that, I was like, say less. Say less. Give it to me now. So if you haven't read this and you love fairy tale retellings with like a real good twist to them, read this. It's wonderful. Like, it's so flippin' good. I've 4 more. Let me see. Yes, Heart of Iron by Ashley Poston. This is one of my favorite books of all time. Retelling of Anastasia, but it's set in space. And there's also space pirates in there too. And there's really good queer rep in here too. Like, you will fall in love with the gay relationship that's in here. And if you don't talk to me. And it also matches. Like, I match it right now. Literally one of my favorite books of all time. I go on and on about it. Look how much I tabbed it. Like, I really want to reread it and like underline things, and like just really devour it the way it should be. Maybe I could find it on audio. I wonder what the audiobook for this is like, but like, more people need to talk about this on the clock app. I just call it the damn clock app because I really don't have time. Another one of my favorite books of all time, The Prison Healer by Lynette Noni. I randomly picked this up because I was bored and nothing else on my TBR was intriguing me, and I saw it floating around and I was just like, well, sure, fun fantasy story. The way this book had me by the neck. I finished this in like 2-3 days. I could not stop reading it. I genuinely could not stop. And there were points in this book where I genuinely like got up from my seat and was like pacing up and down the room like, no, wait, hold on, no, wait, no. Like, it's been so long since a book made me feel that way, and this book reminded me why I love young adult fantasy fiction in the first place. Like, it's a whole trilogy, but like, you need to read, TikTok, why are you not talking about it? Like, why are you not talking about any of these books? Like, why? Right, 2 more. Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. Again, yous are all about the romance and the fantasy romance and the spuddy stuff. Get into it. There's a demon prince in here called Wrath that you all need to know about, and the children don't know, and that makes me sad. You need to know. This is so good. If you like stories about sisters and witchcraft and good Italian food and, you know, like demon princes, and the banter between Amelia and Wrath just made me want to explode into a big old cloud of glitter. Like, it was so good. I've read this twice now, and both times I gave it 5 stars. Like, that is very rare. I gave nearly all of these books 5 stars, actually. Yeah, every single one of these. Now, the last one, Strange the Dreamer by Lani Taylor. Look at this. This is my old UK Spread Edge cover. It is also, oh my goodness, no, don't fall apart on me. Oh, you need to be glued back together. I'm going to glue you back together, but it's also signed. Does anybody have the edition of Muse of Nightmares that has this cover with the sprayed edges signed? Because mine was a pre-order. Like, I pre-ordered mine when she announced it, and mine wasn't signed. Did some of you get it signed? Was there a few editions that were? I don't know. But anyway, Strange the Dreamer by Lani Taylor. This is one of the most beautifully written books I've ever read in my life. I'm just going to read you the first line. so as you understand what I'm talking about. Maybe not from the prologue. Hold on. Names may be lost or forgotten. No one knew that better than Laszlo Strange. He'd had another name first, but it had died like a song with no one left to sing it. Poetry. Poetry! Like, and Laszlo Strange is the most precious little cinnamon roll dusted with sugar in the entire world. Such a precious little bean, needs to be protected at all costs. Okay? He needs to be protected at all costs. And the romance in here, the romantic relationship, is so sweet and so pure. Like, two of them are both so innocent in the ways of, like, everything, and it's just so adorable. And, like, Lani Taylor's writing is gorgeous, and I really hope she I don't know if she's working on a new book or if she's going to be coming out with one anytime soon, but I really hope she does. I'm just gathering all of these up now. Children that are out here, see all of these. Every single one of these I'm recommending to you, and if you're on TikTok and you've read any of these, okay, recommend them to all your friends, okay? Especially all of these queer books. Like, I love that half of these are literally queer books that I've loved over the years. Yeah, I don't see anybody talking about these on TikTok, and you need to get into it. I might try and make a wee TikTok where I list all of these, but yeah, that's my video. Oh, I am so worn out. I think I might go and I think I might watch The Parent Trap or something and try and calm down. But anyway, all of the socials down below, Twitter, Instagram. I deleted Tumblr, so not that. And obviously TikTok as well. Subscribe if you are not already. Ring the bell. I'm exhausted. Yeah, do all the things. Give a like, leave a comment. Be sure to leave some other books that you feel aren't loved enough over on TikTok. And if you want me to do another part 2 for this, because I have a lot of favorites. This is most of them, but I have a lot of favorites. So yeah, I love yous. Bye.